All right, we're here at Los Hermanos Mexican Restaurant on Murray Avenue on the very south side of Anderson. It's one of the best Mexican restaurants I've been to, and I'm willing to stake my reputation.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, that it's the best Mexican restaurant in Anderson.
Now, is this more because, hopefully these cars go by, this is more of an authentic Mexican restaurant as opposed to what you might find in a local, place anywhere where you're getting just kind of canned beans and stuff like that? This is more authentic, homemade.
This is more authentic, and we found this restaurant by asking all the Mexican servers at the Mexican restaurants we've tried in town when we first moved in, and they all said this is where they come to eat when they go out for a restaurant. So we're taking their advice.
All right.
And coming here, and we'll show you how good it is.
Yeah, the only thing you'll find is if you come down here, it looks a bit sketchy when you're driving in, but we're gonna let you know if it's worth the visit coming down here. So Los Hermanos Mexican restaurant, I'm starving, let's go.
So Los Hermanos is located in South Carolina in the city of Anderson, about 30 miles from Greenville. Now if you can get past just how the restaurant looks, there's some weeds on the ground there, and they just have a banner for the signage of the restaurant itself. If you can get past that, you could be in for a treat here. So let's go ahead and get inside. Now this is a good sign actually. You've got a couple of Mexican guys just coming out of the restaurant. It's always a good sign if they like their local Mexican food. So coming into the restaurant, it's fairly plain, fairly typical of an authentic Mexican place with the banners on the ceilings. And they have a really good salsa bar here, which you will find out in a minute just how it affected me. So stay tuned for that. But both sides you can get all kinds of, not just the Mexican salsas, but you can add in jalapenos, pico de gala, things of that nature. So let's go ahead, let's find our seat, and let's order the food.
So, I think I'm gonna have the majara frita, which is a real deep fried tilapia fish that usually just comes with rice and salad.
And you'll see it is that the fish will come whole. It's cooked whole. You're not getting just a breast of fish. And I'm going to try the Tres Amigos, which is grilled chicken breast, steak, and shrimp cooked with onions and zucchini, and served with just the rice and their general salad.
So let's take a quick look at the menu. As you can see here, lots of appetizers. Anything from $5.99 to $10.99. You got steak for $16.99. Not bad prices. You got poblano $12.75. The fajitas $12.99. That should beat chili prices. Got some nice chips and salsa. Their chips are a little bit harder. Or thicker than some of the other typical kind of Mexican chips you might get.
Yes, but for me it's good for breaking up and putting into the soup. They have a chicken soup here, and they do have menudo on Saturday. This is a green salsa.
That's chili verde?
And it does have a bite to it. It has a little hint of avocado inside. This is one of the next to the hottest in the lineup over here.
How's the heat?
That's some real bite right there. And this is supposedly the hottest one that I mixed with onion and cilantro. There's a smokiness, and there is a good bite to it. So great for flavor, great for mixing on top of your food.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try the hot one first. Now, being a Brit, this may be way too hot for me. I was going to say the heat's not too bad, but now it's just kicking in the back of my throat.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah, it does.
That's a sign of a good salsa.
Yeah, no, can't do that. I'll try that in the second hop. They have great flavors, but nope. Oh Man, that's even worse than that one. Oh.
Don't take a Brit to a Mexican restaurant. Although, after 30 years in the family, he has improved quite a bit.
Oh, man, no. That just destroys you, that.
If you cough once or twice, that means it's really good.
So I'll ask the question. So, good question, in the sense that, what's a good indication that you're in an authentic Mexican restaurant?
I walk in the door and look around and see who the customers are. We walked into here, and my partner Bill here is the only non-Hispanic
I'm the only white guy in the whole place.
in the entire restaurant. That's a good indication. Would you go to a Chinese restaurant where there's no Chinese people in there? Well, yeah, you would if it's close, but it may not be an indication of how good the restaurant is.
Yeah, it may not be a drive-to destination.
It's an entire fish, and they slice it up so that you can get into the meat of the fish. You eat what you can eat on this side, flip it over, and get the meat from the other side. It's a whole tilapia. In my dish, we'll have beef, chicken, and shrimp. A nice rice and a salad dish with avocado. Gracias. If this doesn't make you hungry for good Mexican food, I don't know what will.
That's good. Real nice, crunchy. Yeah, I'll see if I can put that up there. Look at that. Oh,
Like it just came out of the...
yeah, the thing. But, fish is moist.
You have to try the rice. Tell me how the rice is.
Fish is really good. Okay. To me, it's not bad. I can eat it. I'd like a little bit more flavor in it, but other than that, it's really good. Obviously, salad and stuff is fine, but this fish is to die for. It really is. Oh. I mean, that's good.
I ordered the Tres Amigos, which is steak, shrimp, and chicken. And if you look how easy this is to cut through, which means they don't overcook the shrimp. Oh, that shrimp is so tender. And a little cutting through the steak, very easy. Oh, the steak flavorful, so flavorful here. Totally love it. Let me try the rice.
Yeah.
Hate to admit it, but the British guy is right. Today's rice is not as flavorful as it usually is. It's moist and tender, but it could use a little more flavor. But that's why I have 3 salsas here. We get a little.
One of the great things is that once you've finished one side, just grab the head, flip it over, you got a brand new one.
Eat it all. It's one of the drawbacks of being an old man now. I used to be able to eat mine and Bill's. Had enough quantity, but I'm going to take that home so the grandkids can enjoy maybe a taco when they get home. But look, after half an hour, the chicken is still tender. I'm barely even pressing on the knife. That's a sign of a good piece of meat, not overdone. Unfortunately, no shrimp survived, so the kids won't be able to get that. But the chicken and the steak will be worth it.
Okay, so what's your rating?
For me, this is a 4. We gladly drive past 7 or 8 Mexican restaurants to get here at the very far end of town. The food is authentic. The people are really nice. Service is good. The ambiance, it could be better, but it's authentic. And this is what you'll see if you go to Mexico, you go to East Los Angeles, you go to Houston, Mexican restaurants. This is what you will see. And this is great for Anderson. And I encourage all of you to make the trip to come here.
Yeah, for me, I'm the same. To me, this is a solid 4. And that's based solely on the food. The food was absolutely fantastic. And if you're telling me this is authentic Mexican food, because we've known each other for about 40 years, and I've eaten your mama's Mexican food, and this is right up there. This is really, really good. So it's definitely worth the drive. And to be honest, I don't care about the ambiance per se, because I'm not coming here for that. To me, I'm coming to, you know, some people say, well, that's a hole in the wall. Well, you know what? I don't really care. I'd be willing to drive 30 minutes to come and get this kind of food because it's that good. It is really that good. So I'm the same thing as Rick. This is one of the first places we've been reviewing that is hit that solid 4. So if you live in Anderson or the surrounding areas, even if I lived in Greenville, which is probably about 45 minutes from here, at least, I'd still drive down here to try this food. It's that good.
So take our recommendation on this one. This is worth the drive. You won't be sorry. There's a lot to choose from. And they even have pan dulce up on the counter, which is Mexican sweetbread, which will go perfectly with your coffee tomorrow morning. And you can take that home with you tonight.
Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe to all those things, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.